So for those of you who have done my energy upgrade audio toolkit, you already know this information, but if you're kind of new to energy stuff, I just want to review. So again, every cell in your body, every thought in your head, every emotion you hold, every single thing on earth is made of energy, and all energy vibrates at a certain pace or frequency. And the faster that energy vibrates, the more high frequency it is, then the more you expand. And then the slower that energy vibrates, the more that energy contracts. And then it becomes so dense that sometimes it's called a block, as we refer to in these clearings. And so, as you can see kind of on the PowerPoint here, one of the lowest vibrating energies on planet Earth, one step above death, is the energy of shame. So, shame is one of the slowest moving energies on the scale of consciousness. So, if you look at the scale of consciousness, you've got numbers from 0 to and it goes to, this one goes to 700. 0 to 1,000 is how high the scale goes. And you in your body and in your thoughts and in your emotions, you're holding all kinds of different frequencies within you right now, right? There's certain levels of grief or pockets of anger or little dense clouds of shame or guilt, and then also lots of access to joy. There's all kinds of energies in and around you at all the time, right? And when you've got any of those lower frequency energies, any of those energies underneath 200, those are usually going to slow down in frequency and become blocks. And then as you remove those blocks, as you clear through the shame, guilt, grief, fear, all of that, and as you eliminate that from your field, from your kind of field of influence, your system, then you kind of naturally fill in with your soul song, your own personal vibration. And then what happens is that when your default mode gets into those higher vibrations, so let's say we get rid of some of the low frequency stuff, then we more naturally rise into those energies of love, joy, and peace and enlightenment and all those higher frequencies. And when we're kind of more attuned to those higher vibrations, then what happens is that our energy becomes more expanded and we manifest by default. So when we get into that energy of love, that 500 and above, that's when we can start manifesting without knowing how something's going to happen. When we start getting into the vibration of joy, that's the vibration where miracles occur. And then, like I said last time, the energy of peace, that vibration of peace, is kind of where we get glimpses that life is perfect. And so what I want to do today, I really want to go in and get that lowest hanging fruit, that shame energy, that kind of energy of shame, where when we remove it, it gives you the highest possible upgrade, biggest bang for your buck, as I would like to say, because you get rid of some of the lowest frequency. And then at the end of today, I'm going to fill you in with some of the higher frequencies, and it's all going to pertain to your money. It's all going to pertain to financial energy. So right now, as you look at this scale, breathe into your body, and I can feel you guys. I felt you, within like an hour before we hopped on here. Feel in your body. I just want you to kind of feel how all of these vibrations are present. So, you've got shame around money in your system. You've got guilt around money in your system, whether this is something that's present today or things that your thoughts are attuned to, or, old incidents from the past. We're just stirring it up right now. Apathy, grief, right? Sadness and grief. So, anger, right? The energy of anger is, for a lot of people, anger can sometimes be a high because it gets you out of the shame and guilt. So some people anger can make them kind of feel empowered. But notice if there's any anger around money, or anger from the past around money, or anywhere you wired in some programming from mom or dad or peers or anyone with being angry at money, that's going to kind of continue to attract circumstances where you're continuing to be angry about money. All right, so that's just a little bit of background on the energy of kind of money, right? This is all these energies in your system that you are working with. They all vibrate at a certain pace. And so what we're going to do today is we are going to get that lowest hanging fruit. We're going to get that shame out. And then I'm going to also poke you and stir up some other stuff so that we can get as much energy out as possible. And then we're going to activate some of the energies around joy, love, and peace with money. So those are energies and vibrations that you also know from somewhere. And so we're going to amplify those.